trophies. You think you outsmarted me? The mighty Milton? I don't think so, Yokes.
Stay tuned for what happens next on Yokes Girth. Now a word from our sponsor.
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky puncho fruit flavor? Introducing Apricot. It's a punch to the gut. So stop by, fill up, and make sure you get your Billy Hog hot dog before you jet away.
Good morning, Brook Hollow. Today is October 20, 1990. This is your news. We have a special breaking report. The police department has released information that more local teenagers have gone missing. They were last seen earlier this week, and the only connection between the teenagers is that they are all students at Brook Hollow High School. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of other possible abductions and missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department. The mayor of Brook Hollow has put a curfew into effect for anyone under 18 starting tonight. Now to other news. In the business world, prominent practical technology signs a few deals with.
Salutations and good morrow everyone, and welcome back to our grounded WoW mode playthrough, where today we are kicking off a brand new playthrough now that 1.0 is here. So let's hop in and let's see what Pete's got to say about our new start to our WoW mode playthrough.
Pete, looks like you really stepped in it this time. Just where in the world are you? Hello? Hello?
You got this, Pete.
All right, Pete. Remember your scout training. Step 1, get your bearings.
All right, here we go, and we are in. We are officially back in our WoW mode playthrough. Now, to show you guys the settings that I have gone ahead and done for this playthrough, we are on WoW difficulty. The only things that are different from your standard WoW difficulty is the fact that I have pet invincibility on, because if I go through and I get pets like I would really like to do, I meant to in the last playthrough make it so I named pets after you guys. I'd like to do that this time. Randomly, it will happen for my members. I will randomly assign them names as I get them. And then also, I'm making it so my backpack respawns with me instead of me having to run back and forth and get it. This is purely to make it so it doesn't take as long for all of you guys and for me to get through the story, because then you guys would just have to see me die a bunch of times while I'm trying to get my backpack back. But anyway, we're going to be taking this one as quick as I can, with doing some minor stops every now and then for a couple things like grinding out healing items and things like that. So it's going to be a little bit of time as we get in here and start collecting everything, but we're definitely going to try to get as far as we can in the story in each episode. The grinding and stuff like that probably will be cut out. Okay, let's get to it. Now I need to get a couple things because we already need to start getting our axes. We need to start getting our spears, a hammer, all these things right away in the beginning, as well as starting to prep up everything I'm going to need for armor. So we're working through it here. We're getting into it. I already have 9 pieces of food, which is great. Great way to start. Food does drain really fast in WoW mode. Let's go ahead and get this analyzed. All right.
If I keep searching, I'll find some clues. Or someone.
All right, so I should have unlocked quite a few different things. I unlocked crude rope and plant slurry. Crude rope is really what I care about right now, though. I unlocked the spiky sprig, which is a decent weapon actually to start right away with, as well as a torch, which I need some dry grass chunks in order to get. And in order for me to get that, I'm going to need to go ahead and analyze this rock, which we'll do that here in just a moment. But first things first, let's go ahead and grab a couple more things. And we're going to activate this big button over here, and it's going to tell us we got to go do some stuff. So let's go ahead and just grab up a couple more things here while we can, and then we're going to go press our button. To the button!
Look at the size of that thing. It's probably the size of a bathroom scale?
That it is. All right, push your button.
Tiny feet.
All right, we got a thing here.
Hooks up with those lasers.
Let's listen to this.
I don't think that worked properly. It seems like the machine needs all 3 lasers to function. Maybe there's a way to fix them?
Oh, I found it, but because Pete was talking, it didn't let me listen to it. Okay, then. Let's go back and listen to it now, then. This one, and this one.
I was a fool to have ever doubted myself. A fool like Klein, like Kaminsky, like Schmechter, like all of Ominent. I am here in the backyard. Down in the backyard. I mean, I am speaking to you from the backyard. I am tiny! I should gather my thoughts. This is a momentous occasion. Wendell Tolley official log, 89.08.05. Recording as I take my first steps into the miniature world. The sights are unbelievable. The textures, the way the light falls upon every surface, the subtle patterns in all of the objects that surround me, the grass. Even common lawn grass looks like a structure from an alien world. Wait, what's that sound? The very earth is trembling. Over there, what could it be? An ant! My God, today, the world has changed forever.
And that was just the start of Dr. Wendell Tully's journey. And we're going to hear more about that as we go through our WoW mode playthrough here and see what has happened to Dr. Wendell Tully. So now that the story's out in full, this is my plan for the playthrough, guys. I am going to bum rush the story as much as I can. I'm going to get all the way to beat the story. Then after I beat the story, then I'm going to come back, fight the Broodmother, fight the Praying Mantis, fight all the Black Widow spiders, stuff like that. So, story first, bosses after. That's the way that I'm running it first, because bosses to me are optional. But I want to beat the WoW mode story because I think that that's going to be pretty cool. Okay, so I know that I'm going to need these grass planks, so I'm just going to go ahead and toss them right over here for now. I'm also going to need this dry grass, so I'm going to just cut that down if I can. Because I need 3 pieces of this, so that way I can make a torch. Alright, and now we go right over here. Put the torch away for a second, because they don't last very long when they're not Torch Plus. But we got to run right back over here and activate this laser. Also, I should say, I'm going to try to keep the videos to about 20 minutes a piece is my plan. I know that's a little shorter than what I normally do.
Just stay over there, small red insect.
But I thought nonetheless that it'd be kind of fun. 20 minutes isn't a bad length for videos, so that's what we're going to keep it at. All right, drop down here. Got to perfect block everything. Oop, 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 oop. Ow. How much damage one little mite can do. All right, perfect. We got all that. Let's go on into the Mite cave now. All right.
Mite up ahead. The goblin of the backyard. You know what they say?
Grab that one.
Is the hobgoblin of
Whew, half health already. Got hit twice. Less than half health. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, no, we're not dying. Not dying yet. Not dead yet. No. I'll say no. Alrighty. Alright, let's, we're gonna get away from the mites here for a second. We're gonna just hop up here, go to healing, make up a couple fiber bandages. Oh, I mean, when I say a couple, I mean one. And we're going to heal for a second while we can. And then we'll run back down here. Okay. We got some healing going. We got our torch back. Here we go. Let's try again. Already been hit by a mite again. All right. Backing out. Let myself heal again. I need to find some more sap. Well, if you ask for it, Grounded will provide. There we go. We got some more sap. Go ahead and make myself up another fiber bandage. Go ahead and use that so we get some more healing. Just some right away healing. And then while we're sitting out here, we might as well just go ahead and grab a couple little pieces of fiber and stuff like that. I'm going to need those Mite pieces too, because that's going to help me make some armor here in just a little while. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. See if we can do it this time. Come on, Mites, let's go! Perfect block to Mite. Nice, nice, nice.
Disturb the mites and they'll bite.
Very good. Got them out of the way. Do I have a hammer? Do I have a hammer yet? No, I don't have a hammer yet. Let's see if I can make one. I need another sprig in order to make a hammer. Dang it. That's all right. There's a SCA.B back there that I don't mind having, but we don't need it at the moment, and I'll need mites later on, so I think that this is probably a good spot for me to leave the Mite cave for now, and we'll go back over and see if we can activate the good old, well, spacer machine is what it's called. It literally says it right on top of it, spacer. So, let's run over here. We grab some more parts. Let's go press this big old button and see what happens, shall we? Button time!
My bad?
Well, I don't think that worked the way we wanted it to, but now let's run on back over this way and see what other kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. Now, there's a couple things that I would really like to do right away in the beginning here. I would like to set up where my first base is going to be. My first base is going to be on a large rock that's that way. All right? And also, I would like to start getting a workbench built, at least somewhere. Hello, Mr. Ant. I love Pete's super nerdy banter.
Something's afoot.
No, something's under your foot. There's a difference. Keep it up, Pete. You're losing your mind already. Okay, let's go ahead and get this cut down. Need a little bit more dry grass for some other things in the yard. Very good. Don't kick the dry grass pieces. You need to grab those. And I will need some clover pieces as well so we can make a clover basket so we can start getting some of these extra items out of our inventory. Now, I'm going to record a couple of these in a row today to try to get, well, I'm going to try for one WoW mode video every day for like probably the next week. That's my plan. We'll see what happens though. Let's grab some clovers. I guess I'll throw up my, well, hopefully I don't throw up, but I'll put up a workbench in my standard crafting spot where I normally build out stuff, and then I could just move it a little bit later on. Now, this spot over here, I do like it for an early base location. The only issue with it is you have to be careful with all of the orb weavers that come over here.
Not a naturally occurring structure, unless crystals come with computers now.
Oh, look, a ladybug.
Deductive reasoning suggests that is where the signal's coming from.
Okay, let's get some stuff analyzed here. We're going to go for this first to give us our storage basket and a lean-to. We're also going to get this dry grass done because that's going to give us both of our pallets that we're going to need, as well as this fuzz right here because that's going to give me this fuzz on the rocks and the arrow recipe, which is also going to be needed because I am going to need some arrows. Now, if we want to make more arrows, all I need to do is run right over here and go right to this thistle plant that's right here. With this thistle plant, I should be able to get plenty of thistle needles so I can make some arrows, because I'm going to try my best to use a bow more often in this playthrough, because bows do make the game that much easier as long as you're using some upgraded arrows like poison arrows and such to start off battles. You could do a lot more damage against other bugs. Now, 23 thistle needles is a crap load of thistle needles, but 32 is even more. So I think that's a good start. We'll start with 32. Let's work our way around, being careful not to go underneath the tree so we don't run into any wolf spiders. Grab a mushroom on our way. All right. They call me Mush Daddy. No, they don't. Nobody calls me that. Well, I could see that I forgot my dandelion tuft back in my other save, so I'm going to have to get myself a dandelion tuft here. Thankfully, I do have an axe to be able to cut one down. Also, crap, did I ever make that? No, I didn't. I never made my hammer. Let me go ahead and make one of those. I need some more crude rope in order to make my spiky sprig. And yeah, here we go. More sap. My backpack's getting pretty full. I'm going to need to build that storage here soon. And this guy will go ahead and bust up this acorn. Because with those pieces, I could start working on pieces of armor, which I'm super excited about getting at least some armor. If I could get my first piece of armor in the first video, man, that's going to make this whole entire playthrough that much better. Because then I'm not sitting there dying repeatedly. All right, let's run over here. Let's go talk to Burg Daddy and see what he's got for me. Oh, BURG.L! I'm back on another playthrough where we're going to be meeting you for the first time.
Those look like idealized geometric shapes in that.
Ooh, we'll listen to this in just a second. Push the button. Soon. Ooh, sap. Ooh, sap. Let me get all that. Let me get all that sap. I'll take all of that, please. Thank you. Okay. Onwards over to this direction. Hey, BURG.L. BURG.L.
Where are you hurt?
Wake up, BURG.L. Hey, wakey, wakey. Stop sleeping on the job, my dude.
System reboot in progress.
Hurry, hurry. I'm going to run over here and grab this. I'm going to need all that.
Thanks for the helping hand.
You're welcome.
I am BURG.L, acting science manager for this project. I am also a robot. I am sure this all must be very disorienting for you, but hopefully I can explain.
Yeah, sure, BURG.L. Let's talk a little bit, bud.
I am sure this all must be very disorienting. I suspect you were miniaturized by Dr. Tully's spacer device. Why are you here in the yard? I do not know. In fact, I cannot seem to recall much of anything. A recent power surge has caused a massive raw science containment explosion. This lab, as you can see, is a disaster. And what's worse, the explosion has disrupted my computing power. My memory banks are corrupted. Sorry to pile on the bad news, my new friend. How can I be of service?
All right. Where am I?
You are here, in the Oak Lab, built and used by Dr. Wendell Tully to experiment on all things small. This is the base of operations for conducting experiments in his yard.
How come I can't remember anything?
It seems you and I are both a little discombobulated. Given my best calculations, your biomass has been subject to covalent spacing reduction via interatomic energy extraction.
Oh, that's all. Nothing that big, then.
In other words, you have been shrunk. It is likely this was achieved using Dr. Wendell Tully's spacer platform, patent pending. Shrinking can be a traumatic experience for tiny human brains, and memory loss is a known side effect. Hopefully your memory will return in time.
Who's Dr. Wendell Tully?
Dr. Tully is a brilliant scientist and inventor.
Okay.
He is also my creator. My initial protocol was to serve as the short-order cook of the future. However, I have been recently promoted to acting science manager to assist with his experiments. No doubt my previous work experience has been invaluable to Dr. Tully. Although, now that I am processing it, I have not seen him for several weeks. And now I cannot recall where he went. It must be my corrupted memory banks.
How do I get home?
To return to your prior size, you would need to successfully activate Dr. Tully's spacer platform. Unfortunately, my readings indicate it is inoperable. It appears to have suffered several malfunctions from the explosion.
Gotcha.
I am sorry, but it appears you may be stranded here for some time until we find a solution.
Can we fix it?
Haha! That is a great idea. Let me run a full diagnostic scan on it and see what we need to do to get it fixed up. Processing! Processing! Memory fault. Code 408B3000. Ominent OS script runtime error. Arg! I am sorry again. It appears I have sustained more damage to my memory chips than expected. Without those memories, I do not know how to repair the spacer. Dr. Tully used 2 types of chips to back up my memory. Auxiliary chips are small capacity chips used to store project data. If you find these, I should be able to help you learn new survival recipes. Super chips are special, and they are gold. They back up full directories of my memory system. If we are going to fix the spacer,
It's getting
that
quite
data
late.
is bound to be
I
on
should
a
construct
super
some
chip.
shelter and get some sleep.
I suggest exploring the other labs in the backyard. Return with any memory chips you find. Dr. Tully has built many more labs throughout the yard. Each lab is used for various experimental procedures. I can upload their locations to your SCA.B. Processing. Processing. Error. Files not found. Code 632C404. Cheese and fries. The lab locations are missing from my memory banks too. But we are in luck. I was able to retrieve the location of one of the facilities, the Hedge Lab. The Hedge Lab is the observation center of the yard and used for research on arachnid webbing. You will find the hedge near the house if you head southeast. The lab is located deep inside the hedge. Sending the coordinates to your SCA.B. Try to find the Hedge Lab first, but there is nothing stopping you from searching the yard for the other labs. Except, of course, thousands of angry, hungry insects.
I'm happy that makes you happy.
That reminds me. Dr. Tully locks the important labs with biometric scanners. You will need access for any chance of success. Head over to the ASL terminal and place your hand on the biometric scanner near it. Give it a moment to sync your signature into the mainframe. Once you are registered, you will be granted access to the ASL network of computers too. ASL grants access to daily work items, nay, tasks, nay, quests, yes, quests. I will reward you raw science for each completed quest. In my science shop, you can trade raw science back for survival recipes from experiments that Wendell conducted when he was first exploring the yard. Log on to the ASL terminal over there and see what is available. Unless you have any other questions, you really should get started finding those chips. And try not to die out there. Have an exponentially great day!
Okay guys, so what we have learned is we were shrunk down to the size of an ant in whatever way so far, and we're not exactly sure why. We can't remember anything, and we just blew up a lab on accident. So we have our new friend BURG.L here who told us to go access something called the Hedge Lab, and we are going to be doing that in the next episode. So for now, I'm going to be leaving this one here. I know I said we're going to try to get armor and stuff like that, but armor is next episode. Promise you guys that. We're going to start building our base, a lean-to, a workbench, some places to store some stuff. All of that going to happen in the next one. So thank you guys all so much for watching this one. Make sure you guys leave me comments down below if you guys want little pets named after you. I'm looking for probably at least 10 of the aphids, weevils, and the gnats. So I'm going to have 30 people getting pets named after them just because I can. So thank you guys all so much. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in the next one.